That's better. Okay. I don't know why I keep trying to do this. I hate you. Okay, so I've updated this. Why is this stuff so hard? Like, I just want to be able to press a button and do. Okay. So, let's now hopefully get this recorded. No, where's my game? Yeah, it should have not went away. How about now? Track with this game can support what's it called? What am I trying to say? Yeah, that's it. And I'm using my little crappy mouse. I'm trying to see if that's a absolute mistake. When you move what does my volume sound like now in comparison to the music? Much better. Okay. Cool. I'm not trying in case somebody comes in here. I'm just blah 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 blah. I'm trying to figure it out. Yeah, I think it's because I'm still just trying to get situated first, and it's that quiet. Like, please don't nobody come in here. like, like, wait till I'm situated. I'm sorry, I'm not situated beforehand. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, okay. I have so many chords and stuff. Like, this looks crazy because I'm in the living room because this was supposed to just be a little test thing, and yeah, and now it's a thing because I'm like, well, I don't did all this, so I'm finna play this game. Like, I don't know if this. Oh, okay, that's a question I have. Okay, with my audio, does anything sound different now from what it sounded like before? Yes, no, maybe, difference, no difference. Oh, quieter? Okay. Okay, what about like now? Kind of the same. Okay. Well. Oh, that makes a difference for me. Wow, okay. Oh, okay. Is it still very clear? Maybe I need to have my mic in a different place. No, here it's okay. Okay. Oh, sorry. I was surprised because I have like that Chat Link Pro thing that I bought with my capture card, which I'm not currently using. But there's a sound isolator, audio isolator. That's why I was asking, was there a difference? But it does make a difference for me, where it made the game sound quieter. Okay. Alright, let's see if I can continue figuring out what I'm doing. Alright, well, I guess you don't have to stay on the phone with me. If you want, you can, I don't know, watch the stream or whatever. For sure. Alright, I don't even know how long I'm gonna be on here doing this. Alright, I'll talk to you. Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay. This is why you need friends, so you have someone to come and double check that all your stuff is working correctly. Now I gotta harass a couple of other people. Okay. I promise this won't always be like this. One day I'll actually be on point with all of this stuff. Okay, you said seems like it. Cool. And you can see my screen and hear me okay, hear the music okay. Okay, so for you the music is definitely louder. Okay. Give me a second. Yep, that's all you should be saying because that's as far as I've progressed. Okay, how about now? Is that any better as far as the music and voice? Yes, and a little steaming coffee. Okay, alright. I'm trying to figure this out, y'all. Okay, well, for sure. Thank you. Alright, long as this thing bounce, like, I'm not sure how the music changes after a while, so. Okay, dude, you can see in here too. Alright, bet. Let me try to get back over to the game screen. Alright, appreciate both of you. Neither of you are obligated to stay, but thank you. Alright, so let's look at this next email. Okay, alright, things are moving again. So, from Amy Rose to Rose and Daughter staff, hello everyone. I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce our new funeral director, Charlotte, or Charlie, as she told me she likes to be referred to. Charlie is a recent graduate who came highly recommended and is eager to begin her career here with us at Rose and Daughter Funeral Home. Please take the time to make Charlie feel at home within our little family. We'll have a nice catered lunch this afternoon so we can all get to know each other a little better as well. Sincerely, Amy Rose, founder and director. Alright. So, let's see. Well, you're new here, so it's probably best I explain where everything is. In your office prep room, you'll find your cremation station, cremulator station, embalming station, and obviously since you're reading this email, your desk and computer area. I know you have experience working with these stations, but please let me know if you have any questions. So, let's see, we got an email from Jen. God, y'all some right niggas. Good luck to you, beautiful and smart babe, you. I guess my subject line, see, you should start being more professional now that we are business professionals. I can't wait to get your reply so I can see your fancy new email signature. I love that you were able to land this gig straight after graduating. It sounds super cool. I didn't even know mom and pop funeral homes were a thing until now. Guess it's just not something I really think about that much. I should look more into this, learn more about your world and industry because, as I said, you are now a very serious professional. Speaking of being a professional, my museum gig is amazing. I can't believe somebody paid me to move to London and not London, ON, serial killer capital of Canada, to work in a museum. Like, take that, everyone who said I couldn't get a job with an art history degree. I'll tell you more about it when we Skype. My stories require you to see my face and that you hear my excellent British accent impersonation. Also, I signed you up for a funerals monthly newsletter. Consider it your graduation gift. I love you. I'm super proud of you. Gift. Love, 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 love you, Jen. All right. We have today's task. Oh, it didn't even auto respond. Let's see. Hope you settled in okay so far. Matthew should have dropped off your first body for you to work. Here is Duolingo threatening me. I'll do that later. For you to work on. He said you were really friendly and he's glad to have someone young and lively to work with. You'll get used to his sense of humor. Your first body is Mrs. Garcia, an elderly woman who died suddenly of a heart attack. The family has asked for a closed casket funeral, so no embalming or body preparation is necessary. The family seems a little bit more united than previous families we've dealt with. Strange how grief affects people differently. Perhaps having more time to say goodbye makes things a bit easier, if that's possible. That being said, although you will not be embalming Mrs. Garcia, I do think it's important to take the time to clean her body. No one is going to see her body, but I like to encourage my funeral directors to do this out of respect for the deceased and their loved ones. You'll find Mrs. Garcia in the prep room. Talk soon. Oh, and so they show you like the emails that went on between the family. Okay. Okay. Yeah, sorry, I'm not reading all that. Hopefully y'all can see the screen and read it. Oh, funny. Okay, now I'm going to read some of this. So, funerals are a hard time if we understand that. But here are some quick and easy rules to remember for being respectful at a funeral. Generally, following the guidelines of don't be a jerk should work. Number one, don't be on your cell phone. We understand you're busy, but this is a time and a place to disengage. If you have to be on your cell phone, don't do so inside the funeral home. Don't be loud and obnoxious. You can share happy stories, but other people are grieving and working through their own healing process. Being quiet gives other people space they might need. Number three, don't get drunk. Everyone can deal with their feelings in their own ways. Just remember to be respectful when with the grieving family and friends. Number four, happily reminisce. Sometimes remembering happy moments and positive experiences with the deceased can be a productive part of the healing process. 5. Give condolences. It's not easy knowing what to say to someone, but even a simple "I'm thinking of you" can go a long way. And number 6, dress appropriately. What this looks like will change based on the customs of the deceased and their culture, but always dress in a way that shows respect to the deceased and their grieving family. Anyone notice that there's no number 7? Interesting. Number 8, give a gift or sign the registration book. This can be flowers or a nice card, but it's the thought that counts here. Sometimes this can be even just cooking dinner for the grieving family. Anything that shows you care and want to help them through the healing process is what matters here. Be kind and helpful. I wonder if that's a thing that number 7's missing, or if it's just a bug. Thing. I'm gonna auto-reply. Oh, alright. Like I said, I'm not sure how they move in this game. This is the prep room where you will prepare bodies for burials and viewings. Because the family has requested a closed casket ceremony with no embalming, you are just going to clean the body. Okay. Well, let's get started. Grab this sponge. That's it, you're done. Mrs. Garcia will be sent to Mike, who will take care of dressing and putting her in the casket. It's time to go to Mrs. Garcia's funeral. You are responsible for taking care of the deceased body, but it's also important to pay your respects to their loved ones. Follow the arrows ahead to the funeral parlor. Bet. So that was at least easy enough before they had me start doing weird stuff. I'm really wondering, should I get my better mouse? Because, like, this is painful with this mouse. Like, absolutely painful. But I'm, like, lazy. And super wired in every single way. Let me just talk to people. Go talk to these folks. She would have hated these paintings. She was so particular. Good to know. Alright. Okay, there we go. Yeah, at least she doesn't have to see them, I guess. That's... yeah, I guess. Just like, that's besides the point, bitch. Let's go talk to this fella. We usually don't small talk a lot. What? We usually don't small talk a lot at these things. At least that's what I was always taught. Okay, well, we don't have to talk then. Even though I hate wearing pantyhose. My legs are so itchy, but it's always so cold in these funeral homes. Facts. I think I might actually miss those sweaters she used to knit for me now. I don't need to walk all the way over there. I'm back now. Mommy, I'm hungry. When can we go? Should have brought him some snacks. Let's see what they got to say. Yeah, I heard the family specifically said no embalming. I thought it was mandatory, like required by law, but I guess not. Beats the hell out of me. Embalming weirds me out. Do those chemicals leach into the ground? Seems strange to be using a chemical that is known to cause cancer and putting it into the ground like that. Fair enough. Or into the sewer. That's what they must do with the leftover formaldehyde, right? Just pour it down the drain. At least embalming guarantees you won't be buried alive. Yikes. Stop it. Don't make me laugh right now. Aren't you guys funny? Alright, I'm not joining you like Simon Wood. Do I click on the casket? Alright. Guess we're paying our respects. Can I leave now? I don't think they probably say anything else to me. No. Okay. So, I think we can leave now. Alright, Jennifer, I'm so frustrated right now. Okay, so let me explain this in a bit more detail. A colleague and I were discussing the tight lacer's liver specimen we have here at the museum. It's from a woman who died in 1907, and the liver is tapered inwards from what the doctor leading the autopsy believed was too tight lacing on her corset. It's fascinating because it's kind of a controversial topic. Tight lacing was super popular, and while people associated it with fainting or hysteria, sigh, it's actually been associated with viscerocroptosis. Viscerocroptosis. Alright, that might be it. Which is where the organs fall to the lower part of the abdomen, right? Which is super unsettling, but can also be caused by being pregnant. So, too long didn't read. Courses probably messed up some bones, but likely didn't do this kind of internal organ damage. And I'm tired of the condescension about my wardrobe that also implies I don't know what I'm doing. These are the kinds of things I specifically research, and yet I am treated like I know nothing about. I'm having a day, Charlie. Oh, so, whoops. Look, I'm reading them all out of sequence. I gotta start reading them. I didn't even realize there was a lower dialogue. Oh, funny, she sent that at 444. So, can I rant for just a second? I'm so tired of hearing strangers, colleagues, anybody, cough, cough, male colleagues, get on my case for wearing corsets. I wear them under my blazer and over a nice blouse. So it's not like I'm dressing inappropriately, even though dress codes are such sexist BS anyways. And like, I hate how their misogyny gets veiled in faux concern. Jen, I'm just worried you're damaging your body. You know what corsets do to livers, right? Corsets don't do anything to livers. They're definitely not hurting me as much as your condescension is hurting my head. Sorry, I'm all out of sorts right now. I'll send you another email a little bit when I've cooled off a bit. Okay. So I'm gonna do better, but I'll make sure I read the bottom email first. Hi Charlie, here are the instructions for your next body. You did a remarkable job on the first one. The family was very happy with you. No small feat, of course. Pleasing a grieving family isn't exactly the most comfortable of jobs. Your next job is a man named Mr. Duvall, an elderly man who died of old age. Nothing fancy, just a standard funeral with embalming. You can reach out to his daughter, Lizzie Duvall, if you have any questions. She's handling her father's passing as well as can be expected. As always, don't hesitate to ask me any questions. Best, anyways. I'll get right on it. Okay. So let's talk about these are prices. What if can I just close this out and not? Okay, so if I don't do anything, then the procedure doesn't start. Just curious. Alright, I'll get right on it. Hopefully all suited and booted up. Traditional burials typically require embalming, which preserves the body and prevents it from decomposing as quickly. Unless the family requests otherwise, all traditional burials will use embalming. Let's start by cleaning the body. Alright. We did this in the first one, so we got this. Get Mr. Duvall all clean. Dying and I have text messages. Forget how to link people to self. Let's see. Okay. Back to the process. So now we gotta shave this man. Alright, he is shaven. In order to break rigor mortis, you'll have to massage the body. Click and drag over the body to massage it. Oh, okay. The eyeballs deflate once the body starts decomposing. Click and drag each eye cap into each eye socket to give it shape. To keep the eye shut, you'll need to glue them. Click and drag the glue onto each eye to shut it. Oh, okay. The mouth sags and hollows once the body starts decomposing. Drag a cotton ball into the mouth to give it shape. To keep the mouth from opening, you'll need to suture it shut. Suture. Click and drag the needle and thread. Yeah, I really should be using my better mouse. I know better next time. Oop, come on. Click and drag the lotion over the body to moisturize it. Ball nice and moisturized. Embalming involves removing blood and replacing it with preserving chemicals. Click and drag the scalp over the neck to make an incision. Alright. You're going to need a tube for draining blood. Click the tube and drag it into the next section. Tubing. Click on that cannula and drag it into the corroded artery. This is how you'll get the preserving chemicals into the bloodstream. Okay. I guess it's not that. I know this one. Now you'll need to connect the embalming machine. Grab some additional tubing, okay? So put this like here, okay. Click on the button on the embalming machine to turn it on. Alright. In order to distribute the chemicals, you'll have to massage them through the body. Wow, okay. Huh. That's some shit. I wonder at any point they're gonna give us something like really weird where you can actually mess up. That would suck. Like, hey, sorry for mangling your loved one's body. Here's a coupon. Alright, now we gotta So gang back up. So nobody knows we just suck all his fluids out. Almost done. You'll need to drain the organs of any remaining fluids. Click on the trocar, then click hold. Then click and hold on the abdomen until all the liquid has been drained. Alright. Push on. Oop, a little bit longer. There we go. And you're done. Mike will take care of Mr. Duvall's makeup as well as dressing and putting him into the casket. It's time to attend the funeral. We did good! Socialize, listen to people. Came out of nowhere. I mean, it always sort of does, doesn't it? Yeah, 1 minute you're laughing, having fun, and then the next, poof, the person is gone. Just, like, gone. Yeah, it's weird to think about for too long, like staring at the sun. I start to feel all fuzzy when I think about it. So weird how our bodies just stop working like that. Yeah. Yeah. Tell me again why I wanted this game. So strange not seeing most people wearing white. White? Yeah, I think it's different for family members. Did I read that weird? Yeah, I think it's different for different family members. I can't remember. I haven't gone to many traditional funerals, so mostly white, but like definitely not red, no matter what. Okay. Look at this nigga over in the corner playing his phone, playing on Switch. Hey, he always wanted to take his grandkids to the park, play catch. He loved playing catch. He threw a mean curveball, that's for sure. Hey, Mick, humming to himself. Alright, for sure. Alright. Okay, I'm sure. Paid all respects. December 2nd, 10:22 a.m. Hello, Charlie. Today's funeral is for a woman who died from breast cancer. Nothing fancy, just a standard cremation. Please don't hesitate to ask me if you have any questions. I'm not reading all of this out loud. Yes, the window stop threatening me. That was actually interesting. I hope you guys had a chance to read. I'm going to leave it here for a moment longer. Grab another piece of candy so you guys can read that. like chew away from the microphone. Okay. Let's move on. Right, let's go on. Hey Matthew, this is embarrassing, but it seems I miscalculated some of our income and I don't have enough to pay you this week. Wow. Would it be terribly inconvenient if I cut you a check for next week instead? If you need the money urgently, please let me know. I feel terrible about this whole thing and I can cut you a check from my personal account if need be. I'm so sorry about this. I assure you it won't happen again. Goddamn right it won't, Amy. What you want? I don't like the look of this, not one bit. I know you've only been with us for a few months, but maybe you're aware of the trouble Amy has been having. A small mom and pop shop like Rose and Daughters can't compete with the bigger guys. Anyway, don't tell Amy I sent this to you. Also, well, I'm starving, so I'm going to grab some fast food before taking the hearse through the car wash. Two birds, one stone, and swinging back to the home. Do you want anything? Beef and cheddar? I'm going to take the hearse to the drive-thru, of course. It freaks people out. I love it. They get so awkward. Let me know. I'm heading out in 15 minutes. Okay. Ooh. No, she Charlie, I was doing some reading. I know you hate it when I try to give you dating advice, but hear me out. There's this dating site that's specifically for people working in the death industry. Okay, so maybe I'm a little worried for you. You haven't mentioned anybody new since the breakup of 2014 that we will never speak of again after this moment. But you're always saying how tired you get of people being scared to ask about your day. So maybe meeting somebody in the industry isn't the worst idea. Just promise me you'll consider it, okay? It's harder for me to make sure you're seeing sunlight when I'm all the way across the ocean. I know you look like a babe with pale skin and witchy goth aesthetics are super hot right now, but vitamin D is still a good thing. Mom rant over. I'm going to try it out because it turns out people get super scared off when you tell them you work in a museum filled with dead bodies. Do you know how not interesting other people find teratomas? Charlie, I didn't know we were this weird to outside people. I've been spoiled by having a best friend who is as much a weirdo as I am. Miss you. Let's grab a bottle of wine for our next Skype date. P.S. If you sign up for Dead Meat, isn't that the best name for a death industry dating website? Tinder rules apply. You have to like me if you come across my profile or whatever. I'm not sure how it works just yet, though. Okay. Oh, and from the daughter of the woman that we just buried her father. It says, hi, Amy. Thank you for the wonderful evening you and your staff put together for my father's funeral. He wasn't always an easy man to get along with, but I'm glad to have seen him off in such a kind way. Thank you, Lizzie. And so she's just passing on the lovely note. What are you laughing about? I see you. I just noticed your LOL. Alright, today's funeral. Oh, yeah, we read that already. Ha ha ha, just kidding. Alright, I'm on it. Oh, so she's already just over here. So we're just gonna, like, put her in the fire? Put her in the oven! Before we cremate Mrs. Hall, we will need to prepare her body. Mrs. Hall's family brought clothing and jewelry for her to wear. It's important to remove these before the cremation process as to not damage them. Let's start by removing her necklace. So click and drag the necklace onto the purple tray. We need to be able to identify Mrs. Hall's remains after she's been cremated. Click and drag the round identification tag and place it in the coffin. That's... Ugh. Oh, right. Alright, that's all she needed. We press the button. Push the button! I don't know, that was kind of... I don't know. That kind of did something for my brain. I'm just like, oh, that's kind of creepy. The idea of just like, here's this little tag we got to put in your coffin because we finna burn your ass alive. Like, burn all the flesh off of you. And we got to be able to know who it is. I'm like, okay. Alright, we got a urn here now. This is the cremulator. Contrary to popular belief, cremation doesn't turn bodies into ash so much as bone fragments. I said burn all the goddamn flesh off your bones. Using the cremulator will break those bone fragments down into ash-like remains. Let's start by placing the urn in the cremulator. Like, is it cremulator or cremulator? Click and drag the bone fragments and drop them into the top of the cremulator. Get over there. Oh my god, Mrs. Hall. Oh, what bone that was. It's like a femur or something. Now that all the bones have been processed, click and drag the urn back onto the counter. Bet. Ah. Come on. Dragging and dragging. Make sure to place Mrs. Hall's necklace back into the urn. Over. Get. Son. Don't forget the tag. Okay. Now we gotta just put the lid on. All done. Amy will take the urn to the funeral parlor and present it alongside some flowers. Alright. Time to go to the funeral. What's up, niggas? She would have hated this music. She never wanted her funeral to be sad. She would have wanted us smiling. She said so. I'm sorry, I ain't got no better tunes for y'all. Glad she was cremated and not in a like open casket or something. Seeing her like that, I don't know if I could have. At least we all got to say goodbye. She would have liked that. Walk all the way back over there. This is nice in a weird way. She's like that we're all here talking. She always tried to keep the family together. The food is delicious. I know that's weird, but these crab cakes are perfect. She's like chef's kiss. They're so good. Alright, talk to Buddy over here. She fought really hard. She was proud of herself. She never gave up, not once. Alright, click the urn, give my respects. Alright, again, sorry about the music. Sorry we didn't have no, like, Bruno Mars playing or something. Alright, so I gotta check our email again. Mouse. Get off. There's always so many emails. As always, I will just like pause here so anyone who's actually reading any of this. So it's about natural ceremonies like green burials. So no embalming, so that no chemicals can damage the environment, and the bodies are buried in a biodegradable shroud or casket. Better for the environment, also cheaper. And there, Ontario, Canada, place that says the natural burials is just over 1,000. So better for the people, the environment, just maybe not so good for big business. Let's not forget, people, this is still a business after all. You ain't right. So preserve natural resources, work to reduce carbon emissions, protect the health of those preparing bodies, and restore preserve natural habitats. Because embalming fluids tend to contain formaldehyde, and funeral directors report a higher incidence of leukemia. Hmm. I don't know. What do y'all think about stuff like that? I'm personally in favor for it. Like, let's turn people into like trees and whatnot. Alright, here is Jen again, our bestie. So, Charlie, I've been playing a new game when things are slow at work. It's called Tales from the Crypt Sweeper. Get it? Get it? It's like Minesweeper, but way harder. Like, seriously, it's really, really difficult. And I thought my Minesweeper game was on point after working that overnight front desk job at the hotel for 3 years, but I must have gotten rusty. Anyways, instead of mines, you want to avoid graves so you don't disturb the adorable ghosts. The main character also kind of looks like you. Want to start a healthy competition? High score gets to pick the restaurant we go to when one of us is in town next. Alright. Oh, okay. So this is Ryan Garcia. Hi, Amy. I know this email might be a bit odd, but you said if I was ever having troubles, I should reach out and you would know somebody I could talk to about all of this. I don't know what to do now. I know my grandmother had lived a full, good life and was very happy, and that she's not in any pain now. But I feel empty. I've never felt this empty before. What am I supposed to do now? I thought I was stronger than this. Can you refer me to someone to talk to? I don't want to freak out my mom right now. She's dealing with enough with work and the will and trying to just be the best mom she can. I just need somebody to tell me that it'll be okay. Thank you, and I'm sorry for being an inconvenience. I thought I would forward this to you. In situations like this, we typically connect people like Ryan with a grief counselor or other professionals who can really help him. Sometimes we get emails like this when people don't know where else to turn. It's difficult, and family isn't always the most reliable for some people. Usually, I would be happy to connect him, but I'm feeling a little tired today. Not my usual self, and it would be good for you to start building these kinds of relationships on your own. You're a treasure, Charlie. Okay. And then Marina Reyes. Hi, Amy. You asked if there were any special instructions we wanted to pass along. Just please cremate my father. He has a pacemaker too. The doctor told me that would need to be removed. Thanks. Mariana. Please see the note below about the pacemaker. They can be tricky. Okay. Check these out first. Margarita Hall. Hi, Amy. I'm so eternally grateful that you were able to accommodate our request for my sister's funeral. It was a beautiful service and she would have been happy with it. That's such a weird thing to say, isn't it? Thank you again from the bottom of my heart. Charlie, I thought you'd like to see this thank you note. Hi all. It is with a very heavy heart that I write to let you all know that Rose and Daughters will no longer be in business. I had no idea how to start this email, and resources I Googled told me that would be the best and easiest way to break the ice. Be direct, but remorseful, Google said. The truth is, I really don't know what to say. Since my father passed away, I've done my best to make Rose and Daughters warm and friendly to anyone who chose to use our services. It was my memorial to him, the original Rose in a lot of ways. And you've all become like family, including you, Charlie, our most recent addition. But if, please y'all excuse Pops back in there watching sports. But it's been getting harder to make ends meet. Rent is going up in the neighborhood, and I'm finding less and less like I have the energy for the business. There's a lot of competition from other funeral homes, larger corporations that we are that can take on more business and offer more impressive services. You know the way it goes. So we've been bought or sold, or I sold. Either way, soon, Hillside Heritage Enterprises Incorporated, a company that owns many funeral homes in the city across the country, will replace Rose and Daughters starting from the beginning of next month. Same building, same name. They're keeping the name Rose and Daughters Funeral Home for tax purposes. Though, honestly, I'm trying hard not to just see it as a move on their part to keep up the image that it's a family run business. I don't know how I feel about that, but I also don't know if there's anything I can do at this point either. I've signed the papers. At least my father's legacy is still intact somewhat. They have a good reputation and have agreed to keep you all on. That was one of my stipulations. I would sell as long as you all weren't without a job. Sorry I didn't tell you in a more personal way. I would have loved to have a company lunch, but admittedly, I didn't have the heart to tell you in person. This was easier for me. Please understand. Alright. Check on. Oh, we've got to think. Oh, the little funny. So the little game that she was talking about, you know, I'm not going to be fooling with this too much. I have never understood Minesweeper, like, at all. Like, I have no idea what it's, no idea. So, that's cute, but nay. Alright. Mr. Reyes came directly from the hospital, so we don't have to worry about removing any valuables from him, as the family did not provide any for us to include. Okay. However, Mr. Reyes has a pacemaker that we'll need to remove before cremation. Because pacemakers are batteries, they will explode inside of the hot heat of the cremation machine, and we definitely don't want that. That's terrible. What if I didn't do it? I'm sorry, I just had a fucked up sick side thought. Like, what if I didn't remove it and just cooked this nigga from the inside out, just melted his flesh off in an explosion? I'm gonna stop being like that. Alright, so click and drag the scalpel over the heart to make an incision. You can see the pacemaker clip the forceps. And now we want to drag it. Oh, okay. Put the forceps away. Put it away. Identification tag. Get it. Alright, he's all set to be cremated. God, I can only imagine just thinking, like, what if this game was set up like one of those, like, surgery simulators? That would be awful. People would be cut all into pieces. Maybe, like, you were supposed to just be removing the pacemaker. What happened? Like, my hand shaky. Alright, so now we gotta do like we did before. Get the urn. Put these bones in here. I really want to know what these bones are. What? Are you talking about my... I don't even know. what your F you me is referring to at this moment. Probably something with judgment. What is it? I don't know. Never mind. I said a few things, so I'm not sure which you could be referring to. You know, you be on that with me. Alright, let's talk to this lady. I wonder if he ever liked me. He was nice to me, but I don't know. He never seemed like he really cared if I was there or not. Alright, no heavy, I guess. Who are you? Did you ever end up clearing the air with your father? No, we talked a few times, but no, not really. He sounded like a difficult man. He was stubborn, that's just it. Stubborn. What do you want to do after this? It's pretty nice out. Let's change and go find a patio somewhere. Sounds good. I really could use a beer right now. Hey, did I ever tell you the time we tailgated? No, that's all I get to hear. I always told him to quit smoking, but of course he never listened to me, so that figures. Alright, well this was apparently one of the more heavier funerals. Sounds like your dad was a dick. February 28th. So what was that last one? I think it was like December 2nd. Oh, big stretch. Alright, check this email. I hope the quality looks like decent for y'all. Like, whew. Alright. Yep. Alright, I'm gonna go through this slowly so y'all can read it if you're interested. I'm stuck. Sorry, trying to get comfortable. See if I can bring my monitor closer without tipping it over. So, I'll run through these quickly. So, things to not say at a funeral. At least they're no longer suffering. Even if this is true, nobody wants to hear this. It's probably not your place to dictate. Who wants to be told that the death of somebody they love is for the best? Like I said, even if it's true, don't be that jerk and just don't say it. Now, interesting, because I feel like we all tend to say that when we know somebody was suffering. But, like, I feel that. Were they saved? Whew. No religious statements, just don't. Why? Because not everyone agrees with your religious views, and not only is it not always comforting, it could also be insulting. They're with the angels now. See above note, then rinse repeat. Let me know how I can help. This one is tricky. You want to help, but those in mourning won't always ask for help. If you want to help, suggest specific things. For example, I'm free if you need someone to babysit the kids. Actions are better than passive statements. Cook something for them. Take them to their favorite restaurants or buy tickets to see a movie together. I know how you feel, even if you think you do. Everyone grieves differently. Don't focus this on yourself. Empathy doesn't involve having to commiserate. Sometimes people will want to hear your experiences, but don't assume they will. Ask first. For a quicker version of this list that can be applied in any situation, don't say stuff just for the sake of saying stuff. Just say I'm sorry if you don't know what else to say. Alright. See what Jen's talking about. You hate mushrooms so much, and I found the perfect thing for you. What does this mean? I hate mushrooms. I've been thinking about death. I know, shocker. Look what you've done to me. I think I want this mushroom suit. No, it's not called that, but I can't remember the name of it. and I'm writing you on my phone so I don't feel like Googling it right now. Anyways, the idea is that it's a biodegradable, why is my brain in my mouth doing a thing? Biodegradable suit that the deceased wears. It's made with what people call a biomix, i.e., mushrooms and other microorganisms that help decompose bodies, neutralize toxins in the body, and provide nutrients for the soil for plants. I think this one company even offers casket liners for use in green caskets. I think this is what I want. It'll be just like Hannibal. Wait, don't tell people I said that, okay? But seriously, it's pretty cool. I love all the death innovation happening. We might as well do something when we're in the ground, you know? Love you. Think about it. Maybe let me know your thoughts. I want all of your thoughts. If not this, then maybe later. I'll have my ashes made into jewelry, but seriously, I'm probably going to do this. There's no harm in planning ahead. Am I right? Alright. So, Manuel Scott. Good day, Miss Rose. Disregard our son's will as it concerns matters of his burial. He was clearly not thinking right and didn't know what he really wanted. Proceed with an open casket funeral. As for payment, we'll bring a check. Okay. Charlie, I was hoping you wouldn't have to confront this situation. Yet, anyways, they're never easy. Rose and Daughters has been asked to prepare the body of a young man who took his own life. He had a will prepared and asked for cremation, but the family has demanded a traditional burial instead. Unfortunately, he didn't make anyone his power of attorney or didn't have any witnesses sign his living will or his advance directive regarding these wishes, so his family is legally in the right to do whatever they want with his body. It's unfortunate, but we have to do as his family wishes. Matthew has graciously offered to take this on if you're uncomfortable with the subject. Instead, we have a second body you can prepare for a funeral we're hosting later in the afternoon. Charlie, is this suicide something you're comfortable dealing with? Let me know if you, let me know. I'm here if you need me. So let's see what this other one is. From Mariana again. I just wanted to thank you for the service the other month and apologize if I was abrupt. It was kind of a shock for me and I didn't feel comfortable with the whole process. He wasn't supposed to die yet. It hasn't been easy. I wonder if their page changed now that they... Well, I guess technically it probably hasn't happened yet since Amy's still hitting me up. I'm gonna say yes, I'm comfortable with this. That's a really tough thing. Like, that's somebody wanted one thing, but your family just like, nah, we finna do this. Like, what? Alright. Do the cleaning. He is sehr schmutzig. You are clean. Go shaving. Break the rigor mortis. Eye caps into the sockets. Glue the eye shut. Cotton balls in the mouth. Sew it shut. Put it away. Moisturize the body. Incision at the neck. tubing. Turn on the embalming. And massage it all here. Come on now, let's get it together with me. It's such an interesting little game. I have to like cough. I'm trying not to cough all in my ear. Okay. So the ends did not grab, okay. So the incision closed. And then that trocar, green organs. Alright. Mr. Scott is finished.
Next man up, I'm like, no. Huh? No.
Alright. Look around. I still can't believe he did it. I feel like I should have known, you know, been able to do something to stop it. There was no way to know. You can't blame yourself. You wouldn't have known that. I know, it hurts. Yeah, I know.
No.
It's interesting how many of them are just shaking their head. Yeah, quiet sobs.
Chicago had that.
I wish we were closer. Wow, I still can't believe this is real. My baby brother. I should have played more games with him when he asked. I heard it wasn't going to be open casket. I'm surprised it's public. Usually funerals for these circumstances are more private. Yeah, we had no choice. March 3rd. Wow. That is interesting. Kind of let you guys get a chance to read that. This nigga know he loud as hell on the phone. Shut up. Alright. From Death Cafe. Come increase awareness of death with a view to helping people make the most of their finite lives. Join us, have a tea and cake, and talk with others about our thoughts and fears and illumination on death. The founder of the Death Cafe movement, John Underwood, once said, when people talk about death and dying, it tends to illustrate their humanity. See everyone at the upside down jar next Thursday. Alright, now from Jen. Can't really write much right now. I have a lot of work to do with an inguinal hernia from 1750. Inguinal? I don't know, y'all. It's the oldest in our collection, and you can even see the bit of paper the surgeon put in after removing the hernia. Super cool. I'll send you the link when we have it cataloged. What is my life? What is the sentence I just typed? But anyway, this event that I'm forwarding you is taking place near you. Figured you'd be into it. Might help with that feeling of restlessness you were talking about before. Could be good to talk about how some of the things you're feeling. It could be good to talk about some of the things that you're feeling. Lots of death positive people there. Sounds like it'll be a safe space. Thank you, Mrs. Who is this? Oh, Leah Lenesco. Thank you, Mr. Grant, for agreeing to take care of Jocelyn's cremation. The bike accident was, well, it was more than I was expecting. I know she wanted to be cremated, and to be honest, I don't think I could bear seeing her like that after what happened. Okay. From Chad Grant, below are the details for our next client. I'm sure you follow the requested specifications exactly. After you are done, I will review your work in order to properly evaluate you at the end of the month. That's so ugly, like that difference in tone from like the older lady to like this person. It's like, alright, bro. Alright. So, I think these guys are. Oh, yeah, the guy we work with. Can I just say, first off, that this is bullcrap. Ugh. Knowing how these corporations run, I wouldn't be surprised if they're monitoring our emails now. No, okay, I don't really believe that. They are. I'm just upset. I get that Amy didn't have much of a choice. You can only fight a huge corporation taking all of your business for so long. This isn't 6 feet under. And they just swooped in, and now we have to deal with their BS practices. They're colder than the corpse I picked up from the morgue this morning. Who charges this much for funerals? It feels dirty and exploitive. Let's grab a drink after work. I need to blow off some steam, and emails weren't really the most appropriate place to do this. Too late for me, I guess. And then the CEO dude. We are pleased to bring on Rose and Daughters as part of Hillside Heritage, even though didn't they say they were going to keep the name? Anyway, they will be another institution among hundreds of other properties owned across the country. But of course, as part of the adjustment process to the Hillside Heritage Enterprises culture, there will be a number of changes that will come to Rose and Daughters. We will send out the memo regarding the specifics and details of these changes, and we expect them to be followed impeccably. Glad to be leading the way for Rose and Daughters from now on. Wait, whole time, my guy. Weren't we supposed to? Oh, okay. So Rose and Daughter operated by Hillside Heritage. So let's see what these prices are like now. Not a bronze, silver, and gold funeral package. Look at that. Like, they don't even tell you, like, the fees. Whereas, like, when the mom and pop directors held this, like, remember it showed you, like, the prices on the page, and now you gotta call for a fucking quote. Crazy. That's real life shit. Alright, let's get right to it. How you gonna have an app update right now, Twitch? Like, you wait. What time is it? 10:40. I'm trying to make sure that I don't screw around and miss doing my Duolingo lesson. Prepare Miss Juanesco's body for cremation. Just get rid of this watch. Identification tag. And that's it. Push the button. I low-key went through so much to get this stream set up, or trying to set up my second monitor and stuff. Child, why can't I just press a button and everything's like, whoop, you're ready to go? Which is funny because it's just obviously I'm streaming to typically only the people who know me that might be on and care to watch. So it's just funny going through all of this to be like, hi, my one person, enjoy. But I didn't know how my computer was going to run because I'm doing this off of my MacBook. But it's why I chose a kind of easygoing game as far as graphics. Alright. She was always so careful, wore her helmet, signaled, used the bike lanes, asshole drivers, they need to pay attention. Have you heard what's happening to the driver? No, I haven't wanted to ask Leah. This has been hard enough on them without asking about the legal ramifications of all this. Yeah, after all this, let's see what we can do to help them. Shouldn't deal with the death of their partner all by themselves. Should we do a vigil at the spot? Careless drivers, I swear to God. I have to go through all of her things. How am I supposed to decide what to keep? If you need help, I can help. No, thanks, but no, I don't know. It's so intimate. Feels like I should do it myself. She would kill me if others saw the things we have. Yeah, she was kind of a closed book, except to you. Yeah, she was special. I'm glad I'm here, but wow, I just need a glass of wine to binge watch something right now. So glad it was a cremation. I would have lost it seeing her body. Alright, pay our respects. Off again. Go to my other screen. Damn. Go over to the other monitor. Mind got. There we go. Okay, so they're talking about the appeal of home funerals. Hmm. So basically, the newsletter this month is just talking about like taking some time with your loved one's body after they pass and keeping them at home for a while, so more family gets to spend more kind of this intimate, quiet time with them, rather than just everyone thinking it's mandatory that as soon as someone dies, you gotta release them to a funeral home. And they're just like, yeah, we know that seems gross, but understand that decomposition takes a long time. You can further slow the process by keeping your home cool and dry. Just talking about how funerals can cost upwards to $7,000 to $10,000. And so if you had a home funeral and you took care of those things yourself, the only cost remaining is entirely in the cremation or burial itself. And just that there's different rules that apply given on what state you live in. In all states, it is legal to have your loved one's body at home after they die. States like Alabama, Connecticut, Illinois, Indiana, Louisiana, Michigan, Nebraska, New Jersey, and New York require a funeral director's involvement, from signing the death certificate to overseeing burial or cremation. If this is the route you decide to go for yourself, for you or your loved one, make sure you follow everything by the book. Like, on my mom's side of the family, I have like an aunt that has pretty much oversaw most everybody's funerals, young or old, and a couple of the other like younger cousins have been also like trained with her to do a lot of that. So a lot of the cleaning and makeup and hair and clothing and all that they do themselves. Alright, from Jen. I just saw a video of a gorilla walking on its hind legs like a human being, Charlie. A human being. We as a species have seen the beginning of our end. But yeah, I know some people might think that's probably like super weird and could never think about like having to touch their loved ones after they pass, but my family members, I don't know what made them start doing that, but everyone in the family always seems a lot happier with the whole process of the procession afterwards because of that. I should call me Charlotte. Here it is. Charlotte, I'm proud to announce that Hillside Heritage Enterprises received a contract with the city to dispose of any unclaimed bodies. This is an important revenue stream for us, as I'm sure I don't need to explain to you, Charlotte. You gotta start calling me Charlotte, gang. Although Hillside Heritage Enterprises is being paid a decent wage from the city for these services, cremation is preferred here as it is the most cost efficient of the two options. The first unclaimed body we will be handling belongs to a middle-aged man, possibly homeless, whose body has yet to be claimed. No special preparations is needed for this cadaver aside from cremation. Hello, Charlotte. I have reviewed your request on behalf of a potential family inquiring if we at Hillside Heritage Enterprises can perform a green burial. I should have informed you of this at the beginning, but we do not perform green funerals as they are not cost effective. All employees and subsidiaries of Hillside Heritage must comply. We do not wish to lose potential customers, though, so do try your hardest to convince the families requesting green burials to instead choose a traditional burial package complete with embalming, caskets, and vaults instead. I trust you and you will ensure we do not lose any customers, Charlotte. This guy is a fucking dick. Hello, as stated in the previous email, here are the new rules and code of conduct I expect you to follow from now on while on any premises belonging to Hillside Heritage. First and foremost, there is a required uniform and strict dress code from now on. Second, most importantly to this, is that no tattoos are to be visible. If you have visible tattoos, ensure they are properly covered and hidden. When speaking with customers and clients, consider the opportunity to upsell, i.e., always encourage the deceased loved ones to purchase the higher quality package. We find that encouraging loved ones to think of the comfort and style of the deceased as an experience with no price limit on it. Gross. Additionally, food is no longer allowed to be brought in. The fuck? Instead, encourage the deceased loved ones to purchase our premium sandwich and appetizer food package. Our partner, Catering Concepts, believes provides high quality food that would be delivered weekly and from their factory and can be easily defrosted the morning of the funeral. Like, that's so gross. Right, shady as fuck. I expect all of these above changes to be instituted effective immediately to ensure a smooth transition into the high quality services like Hillside is known for. How gross. Charlie, I need a drink. Beer after work? P.S. Also, I really want mozzarella sticks. I can be both hungry and angry. And no, I will not say hangry ever. Oh, as I sneeze my phone right off of my lap. But yeah, no, like, that's gross. That whole interaction, email, like, this guy sucks. Like, bro said, like, dude is colder than the corpse he brought in. Like, man. Alright, I'll take care of it. So no valuables. He just needs his tag. Oop. And that's it. Bye, Mr. John Doe. I just thought about the pacemaker thing again. Where I'm like, what if because he ain't been identified, they don't know, and the nigga got a pacemaker and you get cremated and blow up. I wonder if I remember to put an overlay on here for pauses. I don't remember. Because I at some point got to do this Duolingo lesson. Just leave you guys here while I do my lesson. Like, you could just listen. Well, I have no idea how long this game actually is. Oh. Damn. Just kind of hit me like, yeah, he's unidentified, so there is nobody here. I know what somebody was here. Cool name. Hmm. Water cremation, essentially. So basically, a water-based chemical process that uses really strong alkaline water heated up very high. So it basically works like a sped-up version of natural decomposition. The excess water gets put through the same water treatment process as any sewage water at a factory. And alkaline hydrolysis uses significantly less energy than traditional cremation. Neat, huh? Hmm. See, dating a special effects makeup artist, and she is like the coolest person I've ever met in my life. She totally loves Ava's possession and was equally freaked out about the possession scenes, by the possession scenes, but so utterly delighted at the idea of a support group for people who have been possessed. That was your best recommendation in a while, Charlie. You were slipping there. I was getting worried you had lost your taste. But yeah, her name is Lily. LOL. And she's super death positive and isn't freaked out by my work, and also isn't too into it like that last dude I saw. Jason? Michael? God, I can't remember. I just really like spending time around her. I can talk about whatever I want, and it's never a conversation stopper. She also totally gets what I mean when I say that, like, working with death and spending so much time thinking about death actually makes me happier. It makes everything else feel so much more worth it, you know? Memento mori or whatever they taught us in that one poetry class we took. We just clicked. Feels good, fun and affirming, like dating should be. I'm thinking of taking her to Maple Meadows. She's super into roller coasters, and I think the idea of sharing cotton candy, or maybe not, I don't want to throw up on the rides, is sickeningly cute. Then maybe I'll kiss her on top of a Ferris wheel. Be super corny and cliche for once in my life. Anyway, enough about me for now. I'm still kind of in shock from your last email. Do you think you're going to do it? You know you have my support 100% no matter what you decide. Oh. Charlie, it's official. I've put in my 2 weeks notice. You know how unhappy I am working for Mega Corporation 101. My skills, especially my driving ones, are useful in other professions. I'm not worried about myself. But you, I am worried about. You're too good for this corporate scum. You actually care about the people you work with and for. Don't let them defeat you, okay? P.S. I'll bring beers over next week. We can talk a bit more freely. Alright, so Kofi Dimka. Dear Mr. Grant, regarding the last time we spoke, my daughters and I would still prefer to host a home funeral ourselves to keep my wife here until she's ready to be buried. I just want to make sure she's taken care of. Her heart attack was so sudden, we don't know what to do. We just want to make sure she has a proper send off. I understand your desire to keep your wife at home, but I assure you the best way to honor your wife is through a traditional funeral package instead. Gross. I promise you, your wife's funeral with us will be a beautiful, intimate gathering where all of her beloved friends and family can come together and say their goodbyes. A standard embalming will allow for everyone to view your wife, ensuring as everyone can see her one final time as she was. Beautiful, peaceful, and courageous. Letting us take care of the food with our prepared food service will ensure you don't have a single thing to worry about on this day. You and your daughters are going through a hard time right now. Let us here at Rose and Daughters make this difficult time a little easier for you. No. Okay, we'll take the traditional funeral package. Thank you for considering us in this hard time. Charlotte, I see you were not able to convince the Dimka family to have a standard funeral. I had to contact them myself in order to not lose this sale. Ew. Please read the enclosed emails for a lesson on how to properly upsell potential customers. I don't want to see that we've lost any customers because of your refusal to upsell. This is a part of your job. Boy, I would be quitting. Right? That was super gross. Huh, look at that. Maybe that's what she was talking about with her friend in the email with that she wants to start her own funeral service. Alright, let's see. Hello all. We are thrilled to announce that Hillside Heritage subsidiary Rose and Daughters just signed a contract with Morning Valley Hospital, allowing us to access all of the cadavers that come through their pediatric and maternity wards. We're excited for the opportunity to work with Morning Valley Hospital, which intakes over 100,000 patients and receives over, what is that, 15 million in funding and donations and 15,000? My math, not math, I can't read. There will no doubt be a boon for Hillside Heritage Enterprises' bright and sustained future. Oh no, did my thing freeze? I just realized, like, I looked down at my stream manager and I'm not seeing that you guys can see the email. Okay, it is showing. Alright. Okay. Yeah, this whole little email just like messed me up. Like, the idea that this man is like super excited to be able to have the cadavers from the pediatric and maternity wards, like, that's sick, dude. Like, that's sick. Like, I get, death is a natural part of life, but like, 11:11. Alright. Clean the body. Incision, tubing, tubing.
can't starve you. She ain't touched it. I don't get it.
She's a picky jerk.
Hmm?
She's a picky jerk. This feels so impersonal. She would have hated this. Yeah, but I don't know. They must have had their reasons. Oh, hey, what did you think of the trailer I sent you? Oh, yeah, I heard that show is so good. I saw that video of the one kid actor doing karaoke. I'm starving. Why do these things always make me so hungry? You're always hungry. I gotta come from my neck, especially. It's so cold in here. I think they have the air conditioning on too high. Yeah, let's go for a walk later. It's really nice out. It would be good to stretch my legs. Do you think we did the right thing? I feel bad not doing what Mom asked for. I know, honey, but what about that Chad guy said seems right. But what that Chad guy said seems right. We don't want to dishonor her memory by letting her rot. Sniffles. Yeah, I just want Mom to know I loved her. Wish I hadn't yelled at her before. Shh, it's okay. She knew you loved her. Fights happen. Please don't be hard on yourself. Yeah, I'm going to miss her. Me too. August 30th. Oh. We're in a new office space. So I guess we did decide to start our own. Start from... Well, no, actually, we'll start here. Congratulations, Charlie, dear. I'm so proud of you. I knew there was something special in you when I hired you for Rose and Daughters. If there is anything I can do for you, please do not hesitate to ask. I'm always happy to help. Best wishes, Amy. P.S. I sorely miss you and Matthew's terrible sense of humor. You'll never believe what new job I'm working now. Open this email to find out. Hey, Charlie. When I first became a hearse driver, I was told that my most important job wasn't steering, it was sympathizing. I respectfully disagree. And thankfully, I concentrated on my driving skills since I'm now working as a, wait for it, bus school driver. A school bus driver, Charlie, can you believe that? Pretty sure if I said the most important part of my job now wasn't steering, I'd be fired immediately. I didn't know how else to tell you. For some reason, I was worried you'd think less of me. But I don't know why. You've never been the judgmental kind. And besides, corpses are way easier to deal with than children. Screaming children, might I add. I actually love it. These kids can be pretty cute, but don't tell Amy that I told you that. She was always harping on me for not having any kids and for being all cynical about them. Congrats on your new business, Charlie. I'm proud of you. I'll swing by your new place one day and show you my new wheels. Maybe we can grab a bite to eat. Be seeing you. And then from Jen, from Bessie. Charlie, I'm so happy for you. I know it's been a rough year for you. Seriously, I think our wine intake saw a bazillion% increase. But you've stuck through it all like a champ. You deserve this. Finally being your own boss is a great move for you. No more having to explain anything you don't want to. I'm trying not to be too cheesy right now. Can't wait to be home next week for our visit and to check your new place. Space. Always. P.S. Have you heard about those green burial pods? When I find the link in my 1 million open tabs, I'll shoot it over to you. And from Eileen Hanson, Dear Charlie, today's the day, isn't it? I can't believe how quickly this has come up. Thank you for your understanding and for your work. You've made today easier already. See you at 1 p.m. Reply with, I'll see you soon. Oh wow. Hmm. This hurts. I thought it'd be easier, but it's not. It hurts so much. But thank you for helping me give her the funeral she always wanted. Anyways, I think we're ready to get started now. A Mortician's tale. So that was that game. That was interesting. Yeah, that wasn't a bad little game at all. I think it was a good choice for trying to get all this initial stuff situated.